Alright, so today I'm back on the mats. I got two rolls here for you today. One with a brown belt, and the first one here is with a white belt. So basically, we were just kind of fighting for grips there. I decided to scoop my hips back toward his head, and I ended up in side control here. And what I'm really trying to do is isolate that that arm that's on the opposite side there. But he got like a grip on my belt. And it took me a little time to kind of break that grip, so I want to just go ahead and speed through. See that grip there? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just skip over that. So, kind of played around with that grip, finally broke it here. I reached back with my right hand and popped that grip off. And immediately I tried to go to the, I guess, a mounted triangle from side control. I wanted to throw my left leg over his head so that my leg would be on the opposite side, but he kind of blocked with that arm, so I went ahead and attacked that arm. And once he responded to that attack, I jumped on that left arm up top. And lately I've been doing this a lot. I've been stepping my foot over the head first when I get my arm bars in, because a lot of times when I step my foot over the body first, they know that next step is coming over the head, and then they tend to like try and block it and scoot up and everything like that with that. It's like I guess a basic defense. So I'm starting to kind of go over the head first and then put my other foot over the body. So I get the arm bar there, and then we reset. And here, for whatever reason, after I'm looking back at this video, I was thinking to myself at the time, like, I need to get that foot out of my hip. So, how do I do that? Do I swivel my hip? Do I, make a quick movement, whatever? And I'm like, Kyle, just let go of the collar or with your right hand. You can use your hand to get that foot off your hip. So eventually I thought of that and just reached down with my right hand to kind of, reach down to that pant leg and get that off of my hip. And from here, I think I'm going to just go for I fall into like a knee slice, knee cut pass type of deal. Half-ass knee slice pass. So I go ahead and drop my hips to the mat, and he flattens out, so I go knee on belly here. And right here I'm kind of just trying to feel him out and see what it'll give me, or what can I take, or what can I even create. So I kind of threaten with a like a neck choke, a cross collar choke, and I see that left arm of his kind of creeping up. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and go for that arm on the opposite side. But I got to get my position right first. I don't want to miss the arm, because that movement is hard for me to get that armbar on the opposite side. I missed that a lot. So what I wanted to do is the foot that's on the knee on belly right now is between his elbow and kind of rib cage. So what I do is put my foot on the opposite side, so that it's between his shoulder and ear, kind of. So that way when I spin around to the opposite side, my right foot is now over his face instead of like over his chest. So I kind of make that adjustment before I do the little spin to the other side. And I caught the arm bar there. So again, we reset, and I go, get my grips. And let's see what happens here. Kind of fall over. And okay, so he looks like he kind of was trying to play guard. So I went to the double unders, grabbed the cross collar, and just tried to tried to feel heavy and turn that corner. He really didn't do too much shrimping, so I just kind of kept coming around until I went back to knee on belly there. And first I got the gi out of my face. So here again, I'm just kind of feeling him out, and I decided to go to the mount this time and see what I can do from here. And I think the time runs out in a second. He kind of started to buck, so I based out with my two hands there. Yeah, so the time runs out here. And so the second match, I keep calling them matches. They're not matches. It's open mat. Second roll is with a brown belt. Actually, me and him rolled in another video that I have, so you can check that out when he was a purple belt. So we got a chance to roll again. And we start out here. I'm trying to get a sweep where I think I did that and did this same sweep in another video too, but I hooked my right leg on the inside of his thigh, and I used my left leg to kind of push on the ground and flip him over. But he was hip to that, got around it, and during the scramble, I kind of lost my pants. Had a little wardrobe malfunction, so we reset again. And here it kind of just, a scramble kind of just developed. I didn't have anything in mind. I'm kind of just reacting at this point. So I'm just trying to retain my guard, not let him pass me. I got that hand up in the air, and he jumped right on it. I thought he was going for the Kimura. I tried to roll out of it, turned it into an armbar, and he got the tap. Again, we reset here, and this is another. It's like kind of like a small detail that he would do. Like if I grab, like when you're facing each other and you kind of go for that, and I'm in that. What is it called? It'll come back to me in a second. But here I'm trying to go for like a mounted triangle. He knows that, so he goes ahead and stuffs his knee in between and gets the sweep there. Flattens me out. And he goes to the knee on belly right there. And again, my arm comes sneaking out right there. I'm just trying to protect against a mount. Looking back on it, obviously he's not thinking about the mount. He's just thinking about that arm that I gave him. He took that, and then he broke my grip. I tried to stack him there, but I didn't have a balance. Fell back, and he got the tap. So right here, this position right here, usually when people go for like a headlock guillotine, I reached across his neck for the opposite collar, but he would just roll the same way and kind of just unravel that choke. That was a small detail that I kind of picked up on. But here, I'm trying to go to his back. I'll slow it down. I'm trying to go to his back. I'm trying to do like the truck entry type of deal. This is what I was trying to do. I'll put the clip in here in a second. So what I was trying to do is this. Go to his back from that like a half guard type back take. But back to reality. That didn't work. So here he passes my guard. Again, he goes for that top arm. I just keep leaving that arm out, man. I gotta stop doing that. So he ends up being on my back here, and he got a like a bow and arrow variation type choke. So I got tapped again there. So then we reset for the last time. Try to play a little close guard, start from the guard anyway. And I think I was thinking sit up sweep back to a guillotine, but I think I was pretty gassed right there. He decided to just pin that right leg down on mine and just pass to that side. And again, he got that grip on that arm. I just leave that arm out too often. So here he's just kind of waiting to throw that attack. Gets that first leg over. And I know he wants the second leg to come over for the arm bar, but instead he decided to go to the shoulder lock. And also he added a little knee face grind submission in there too. Right there. And I tapped again. And we're going to reset here again. We kind of laughed it off. So again, I'm reaching across his neck to grab that collar, and he just rolled the way to kind of unravel that choke. Again, I'm kind of repeating myself, but that's a small detail that I noticed and picked up on. So here we kind of get into a little scramble, trying to pass the guard, and it looks like he's going for a Kimura. He looked like he went for the Kimura, kind of scooted out of that, and then the time will run out here in a second. So that was the end of this roll.